Hello and welcome to my channel. In this lesson I'm going to talk about Maya viewports. The viewports are the main area in Maya that we use in order to create anything in Maya. There are two main viewports in Maya. One of them is perspective or the standard one. The other ones are orthographic ones. If I hit the spacebar or click on this icon here, the 4-view icon, so we can access to other viewports. And if we hover the mouse over each of these views and again hit the spacebar, we have access to that viewport. So we can navigate around by using Alt plus right or middle mouse button in order to dolly or pan. However, we cannot rotate around the scene. In order to get back to the main or to the standard viewport, again we can hit the space bar or then hover the mouse here and again hit the space bar, or simply we can click on this icon. As you see here, there are some sets of windows and icons, the same for each viewport. I will briefly talk about some of them here. The first part here about these little icons allow us to control the camera or cameras within the scene. There are some others like maybe this one we use a lot. If we click on that, it's a toggle icon, allows us to show or hide the grid in the scene, as you see. However, this is the main part we use a lot. So we can see the objects as wireframe or shaded mode or smooth shade all. We can see them a kind of combination of those two, wireframe and shaded. If there is any texture within the scene, we can click here and see the texture. And if there is any light, so again we have access to that as well. Because in this scene there is a light you can see, and you can see the shadow here. There are some hotkeys for these icons. We can use number 4 for wireframe, 5, 6 or 7. The other thing I want to talk about is anti-aliasing. You see it's not a very smooth line here, but if I click on this icon, you can see it's much smoother. However, it's using a lot of graphical things here. And the last icon I'm going to talk about is a neat icon here, which is the isolate select. And it's very useful, especially when there are lots of objects in the scene. For example, if I want to select this one and work only on this object, and the other objects may be bothering me, so I can simply click on this icon, so the others like gone or disappear for a while. Then again click on that and everything is back to normal. And then I want to talk a bit about the menus here. The first one, which is view, allows us to manipulate the camera or how we see things through the camera. Shading is mostly referring back to this part. Again, it changes the ways we look at the scene. And lighting is just allowing us to either see the lights or not see them, or have access to the lights. Again, just using default light. And the next one, which is show, uh, is a kind of filtering objects around. So uh, if I don't want to see lights in the scene or polygons, I can click on them. So all the objects who are polygon just disappear. Again, I can click on that and everything is back to normal. And renderer, uh, it's referring back to the quality of objects we see in the scene. Viewport is the best one. We have two others like default viewport or high quality viewports, the legacy ones. See, it's just the way it is. And the last one, which is panels. Panels is referring back to this area. So we can use that not only for viewports, but also for other layouts, like using two, let's just choose one of them, 3 panes split left, as you see. Or I'm just changing them around so you have a good idea. Single pane, just getting back to normal. Or even we can use other attributes here, like perspective graph. So just divide it to 2 different parts. Or again, I can come back to the first one, perspective. Or just by click on this, I can come back to the standard view. That's it, and thank you for watching.